In the Old Testament, we see Christ as a shadow. For example, in Genesis 3, after Adam and Eve sinned against God, God says to the serpent, he, pronoun, shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise, which in the Hebrew means crush, his heel. Who do you think God is referencing when he says that somebody is going to kill the devil? You couldn't possibly think that text is about you. In Exodus 12, God says that every firstborn in the land of Egypt will die. But for Israel, if they take a male lamb without blemish and kill him and put his blood on the doorposts of their homes, when death comes to wreak havoc through the city, death will pass over. Who do you think the scripture is foreshadowing? It couldn't possibly be about you. I'm getting excited. In Leviticus 16, a ritual is described. We be ignoring Leviticus. Leviticus has some of the most beautiful gospel implications if you just take your time. In Leviticus 16, a ritual is described wherein Aaron, the high priest, is told to take a living goat and to press his hands on the head of the goat while confessing the sins of the people of Israel over the goat, which is symbolic of him transferring the sins of the people onto something that is innocent. You couldn't possibly, the goat is then taken out into the wilderness to die alone, something like Golgotha. In Deuteronomy 18, Moses says to Israel that the Lord your God will raise up from among you a prophet like me, and it is to him you shall listen. And then somehow when we fast forward past Deuteronomy, past Psalms, past Kings, when we get to Matthew and turn to chapter 7, you see Jesus transfiguring before his disciples. And a cloud wraps around him, and out of it comes a voice that says, "This is my son, listen to him." Anybody who knows the Old Testament is knowing that now the prophet that Moses was referencing is here in the flesh. The Old Testament foreshadows Christ. The New Testament documents his fulfillment.